Namaste, gods, goddesses, and the mysteries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayin, also known as Empress 1111. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Woo-wee, you guys. I don't know if you're feeling the energy, but I am feeling the energy. Oh my God. Divine feminines, what are you doing? What are we emitting? It's something that is in the air. I am telling you. Oh my God. Like, I had a situation today where I promise you, like 3 different men was crushing on me so hard today that I kind of got lost in one. And my son was like wondering what the heck I was doing. He was trying to talk to me, but we was like not at a place to where we can really talk because he was like across the street trying to talk to me. And I'm like, I ain't about to go over there. So anyhow, it is a wave of sexual energy. Our sacral chakra is working. Let's just put it that way. And not only are we attracting our divine counterparts back, but we are attracting all kind of men on all levels. Divine feminines, we are about to get into this reading because I got some major stuff that I'm going to hit you with. If you're easily triggered, I just ask that you click off my channel. You don't have to dislike what I have to say. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you can go. You're free to go. This is my channel. I am going to deliver it the way the source tells me to deliver it. And if it's not your cup of tea, then don't drink out of my cup. Okay? That's one thing that I want to say. Secondly, I do want to say for those of you that have purchased my services, please comment on PayPal in the memo section what services that you're actually purchasing, because some of you have given me some really big donations and I know they're not really donations. I know they're for services, and I'm trying to figure out what services they are because I have several services that are the same price. How about that? And I'm already super busy. This has just become an anomaly for me. Okay. And then it's taken away from my time because I am seeing the need to email you and ask you, did you mean this service? Are you wanting this service? Oh my God, you guys, this is really taking out a lot of time. And, after 1 or 2 people, I kind of like overlooked it, but you guys, it has been 10 people. And I'm like, oh, no. I have to address this. So if you're watching the video, I'm not calling you out. I really am not. I just feel like this is an issue that needs to be addressed. I want to nip it in the bud. I am way too busy to do this. I'm way too busy to be hunting people down and asking them what services they need and what they want. Because if you follow the information in the description box, it says to pay your invoice with PayPal and then email me when you're done to let me know what services you want. Okay? Capiche? Capiche. All right. I'm off of that rant box. Okay? Divine feminines, let me tell you, you've been on one. Yes, you have. Yes. You've been thinking that your stuff don't stink and that only the divine masculine, only his stuff stinks. See, but when it comes to you, you shit sunshine and it smells like roses, but it really smells like boo, 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 boo. Okay. And so with that being said, let me go ahead and call in some help, and then we'll get right into your reading. I call in all 6 elements. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I call upon the highest of the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yodhe-Vahe, to be able to give me the information that is necessary in all directions, in time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. All right, so crowning your reading, we have don't let pride get in your way. Let me tell you guys a story. I'm going to make it a really quick story, okay? It was this young lady who never took a trip out of country. She used to travel a lot, but never out of the United States. So she decided to start dating someone of another race who happened to live in Africa. This lady went to see her suitor in person, and they got married. It was beautiful, it was blissful, it was everything that you can dream of. She returned home, waiting for his paperwork and immigrations and all of that thing to go through. These two people, they both almost went batshit crazy because they were so far apart. It was already a long distance relationship in the beginning to begin with. And then now they're separated again. And so this woman loved this man so much that she even left her children again to go be with this man. And when she left this time, she did not know she was going to come to meet illness. She ended up getting MRSA. And this African man, her new husband, helped to cure her. After, let's just say, it was a number of treatments. I believe a total of 5 different things that they tried, even from breadcrumbs and this blue concoction from a street lady, a medicine woman that didn't work. To the point that the husband was so desperate that he climbed the neem tree to get the neem leaves so she can bathe in it. So she did. And it still didn't cure her MRSA. So finally, he remembered when he was in medical school, because he's a nurse, a Chinese man gave him a medicine called PMOS. So he asked his wife, "Do you trust me?" The wife is looking at him in such fear because they both know they only had a little bit of time. They were racing against time. And she knew she was dying. So she told her husband, "I'm dying. I love you. I'm sorry that you married me just to have me die." The husband looked at the wife and told the wife, "You better not die on me. I don't want to become a widower." And although that woman was dying, she loved that man so much. She started thinking about how she wouldn't be able to live out the fantasy that they once talked about, dreamed about. She started thinking about her children that she left back home. And if she died, how it would just be even so tumultuous and a disaster to be shipped back home to the United States in a box. The mom leaves alive, but comes back home, shipped in the box from Africa, dead. That was all enough strength right there for that woman to gain the strength that she needed to fight for her husband, for her children, and most importantly, for herself. And if that wasn't enough, after she fought that fine fight, 3 months later, she got sick again. Her breast started swelling up. She started having lumps. She gets diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And she's like, what the heck? What happened to stage 1 and 2? Or even 3 for that matter? And so again, she's fighting for her life. Her husband wants to hug her, but she's in so much pain. She can't even touch him. The young man not fully understanding or understanding what's going on because this is his first wife. He just wanted to just hug his wife in. The wife couldn't embrace him because that's just how much pain she was in. And so they get their church leaders involved. The wife gets so mad because the man calls her crazy. Now, mind you, this woman was just dying 90 days prior. And at this point, she wished that she would have died if that's the way he felt about her. You see, it became trouble in paradise. That picture-perfect fairy tale romance was very short-lived. This is a twin flame union. I know this story so very well. This woman fought so hard that she even overcame, with the help of her husband, breast cancer too. This man saved her life not once, but twice. Not to mention she saved his life too. But that's another story. I know this story so very well. You want to know why I know this story so very well, like the back of my hand? Because 5 years ago, that woman was me. And the reason why I'm sharing this story with you is because sometimes we can become very prideful and we can forget where we came from. We can forget what we have passed through, all because of our destination, as we may think we have arrived. You haven't arrived. We're all still on our journeys. No one is above the next person, you see. We can point the finger at the divine masculine all day long, but until we realize that this is a journey for unconditional love. Unconditional love means love without conditions. You see, that means that even when a person is not even desirable, less desirable, and the most ugliest person in the whole world, you're still supposed to love them. Now, I'm not saying to put up with narcissistic behavior. I'm not saying to put up with abuse. But what I am saying is to be the divine being that you are and gain mastery over your soul and know that you are working from 5D and above and you're not 3D anymore, so you can't act like it. You see, 3D is pointing the fingers and pointing the blame and doing the blame game. Well, my divine masculine did this to me. My divine masculine said this to me. When you start seeing this for what it really is, that is when you're going to win at this. First of all, you and your divine counterpart are one. You're not 2, you're not 3, you're not even 4. You're one. So basically what you're saying is that the other half of you is triggering you so you could be the best person that you can possibly be. And so when you finally get the mastery over it, you can come into union, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, or all of the above. Is that what you're saying? Source did not promise us a walk in the park. Source did not promise us that it was going to be a picture perfect fairy tale. But he did say it was going to be very rewarding. He'd also warned us that it's going to be some hard work. So don't let your pride stop you from winning your prize. You see the lion of the jungle, which is the lion. A lion can have a big heart, but when the full moon is in effect. This Leo energy can be over the top and be very egotistical and very prideful. Let's not let our pride get in the way. Because guess what? Your ego is not your amigo. Next, you have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you are coming out of this energy of not going back and forth with the divine masculine. You're not playing that game anymore. You're not going to be at that beck and call. You're not going to be, let's say, the third wheel. Come on. You're not his backup generator. You're not his standby or his just in case things don't work out situationship. You know that this is a divine partnership and you are not playing second best for no one. You are nobody's second fiddle. And this card represents that energy. You know who you are. And so do your divine masculine. Divine feminines. You know that you are the cream of the crop. You are the head and not the tail. So in this power, you are making power moves. A lot of you are starting your own YouTube channels. A lot of you are going into business for yourself, and you're doing even better than what you ever imagined. Super abundantly more than what you expected. Why is that? Because you have the universe backing you up. You move differently. You act differently. You speak differently. You talk differently now because you have been through spiritual initiation after spiritual initiation. You didn't get here without no cost. You paid to be where you are. And you paid dearly because you had to give up the number one thing that meant the world to you. For some of you, this is a general reading. But for a lot of you, I would say a good 90% of you, that the divine masculine was your world. Tell me I'm lying. I will get the pendulum out to confirm. Pendulum, confirm. Is the divine masculine the divine feminine's world? Give me a circle if I'm correct. For 90% of them. All right, I'm lifting it up. There you go. The pendulum don't lie. I know what I'm talking about. You know what, you guys? I forgot to clear the energy. The angels told me last night not to use my my Tibetan bow. So I have to use my tincture. So 1 second. They told me that my resonance was off yesterday. I'm laughing because I felt it, but I'm like, okay, all right. I'm not going to say anything, but at least it cleared. And they was like, no, use the other bells because that will give a much clearer sound and a nicer resonance and it would clear everything. And I'm like, okay, so I listened. So I hope that was a lot better for you guys. And I forgot to do that at the beginning. So we are cleared. So we are staying in that high vibration that we need to be in order for us to be able to transmute and transform this situation. This is where you are at this now moment, divine feminines. You are in this feminines, not feminines. You guys, by the time I get to these readings, it's like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So my molar skills and everything shuts down at 10. And so you can imagine. All right. But anyway, you got the lion again. I'm feeling Leo energy once more. It can also be Aries. You're standing guarded again. You are just like not wanting to bend. Girl, bend. You're not going to break. It's okay if you love him. It's okay if he shows a concerted effort of making a change, that you work with him. That's what you're supposed to do. This is a divine contract, you guys. Don't be to the point where you're so unyielding that you miss your blessing and you miss what you really want. I've been there before. I've been there where I said I didn't want my husband. I didn't want to be with him. He was a narcissist. He was this, he was that. I called him every name in the book. But last night, I had something very alarming happen to me. It was a very unique situation between me and him that really shocked me. And I was very surprised that he acted the way that he acted. And he may not know that I know that I know, but I know because I'm psychic and I'm not stupid. Yeah. I won't go into that detail, but I will tell you this. It let me know that he was still hurting and he needs to heal. We all need to heal. It's not just the divine masculines that need to heal, you see. In order for you to be able to have the 10 of Cups, you have to forgive. Source energy, is saying forgiveness is on deck. How in the world can you function if you're harboring resentment against your divine masculine, but you want forgiveness when you've wronged people? It doesn't work like that. And what you measure out is what is given. You give out forgiveness, and guess what you get back in return? The same thing. So, in order to have this 10 of Cups and to be able to have him move towards you, forgive, forgive, forgive. That's the theme for you at this moment, is learn unconditional love. And most importantly, have unconditional faith that this is going to happen for you. I know you've been hearing it time and time again, but how many times? I want you to take an inventory. Source told me to ask each and every last one of you that are listening to this reading, how many times can you count your blessings where there was one particular situation or two or three or maybe even four where you wanted something so bad you can just taste it, and it just seemed like it was coming close, and then all of a sudden it got snatched away. And the very thing that you wanted, you started seeing friends and family alike starting to get the very thing that you wanted. And it just kept on escaping you. It kept on eluding you. And you kept on wondering, what the heck? What did they do differently than me? Why do they get a chance to have it? Why can't I have it? And then the very moment that you became unattached to that very thing that you wanted, you got it. That's the solution. Don't care. Don't care. Because the more that you care about not being in union, the more that you care about him not calling or not texting, is the more you're going to get of that. Because you are impressing the field. And when I say field, I am talking about the universal field where everything in consciousness hits in order for us to be able to have manifestations. And so what you are doing is creating what is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. I know he's not going to call me. I know he's a narcissist. I know he's cheating. I know he's doing this. I know he's doing that. But he ain't doing this and he ain't doing that. And so what happens is you get a lot of what he's not doing as opposed to what he should be doing. Okay? Right.